Tenney, you are a member of the New York Bar and the daughter of a New York State Supreme Court justice. What did this case and this verdict do to the rule of law in our nation?
Well, look, Todd, this is a disgrace to the New York justice system, a disgrace as a New York lawyer to watch this complete attempt to find a verdict, not to find justice under our laws. And that's what the completely upside down mission of this prosecutor and this judge was, to get a verdict at all costs. This is exactly the opposite of what our justice system is about. And they're doing this because it's a political attempt to stop Donald Trump, to interfere in elections. I'm the chair and founder of the Election Integrity Caucus. They're doing everything to stop Donald Trump because they know that he is leading in the polls. And actually, people are starting to see this, and they are realizing that there can be no justice in our justice system as long as we have prosecutors like Alvin Bragg who will violate all the procedural rules and substantive rules. So procedurally, Trump's got to get out of New York State. It is a corrupt legal system. This judge should be removed for misconduct. Alvin Bragg should have been removed by Kathy Hochul because she has the power to do that, for his miscarriage of justice on numerous other cases. Remember the bodega operator who was wrongfully charged and defending himself against a would-be murderer? He's had to flee the state. But we as New Yorkers shouldn't have to flee our state to get justice. We need to take people out of the system that are actually trying to undermine our system of justice and bring what was once a venerable court, the Supreme Court in New York, which is the trial court level, and now a political group of judges that serve on our appellate division and our Court of Appeals. We have to hope that under an appeals process, President Trump can be vindicated, but not just President Trump. Even if you don't like President Trump, this is about undermining our system of justice. And I am out in Western New York right now, and all I've heard, and I'm talking about Democrats and people who do not like President Trump and are not likely to vote for him no matter what, are saying this is a travesty. And I was with a lot of lawyers last night, and a lot of them don't like Trump, but they think this is wrong. Yeah,
Senator J.D. Vance said his constituents reached out last night saying, how can we help? What can we do in response to this? It seems like that is a common sentiment throughout our country, but not amongst AOC, of course. Your fellow New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez celebrating Trump's conviction at a town hall in the Bronx. Watch.
I think it does say something that this happened in New York, where he was born, where he's from, where he has operated. This was actually not a political process and not a partisan one. It is one of our legal and justice system. And in fact, he attempted to try to influence through political intimidation. I commend everyone who participated, from the jurors to the judge and everybody, for trying to stave off a lot of the intimidation of that process.
Congresswoman, the only jobs of a DA, really only job, is to keep people safe. That's literally the only job one has. Is anyone safer this morning in AOC and Alvin Bragg's New York City?
Absolutely not. And, this is AOC is not only is she not a very good legislator, she is not a legal scholar, and she doesn't understand what the law is. We have got to continue to fight back in New York, or we're going to lose our state. And by the way, this is not going to stop. This is a calculated political move by the Democrats. This is all this is. They had to find, I'm actually amazed that they were able to thread this very, very small needle with thread of every procedural misappropriation that they had to get it through that, to get it to the jury, to find exactly the kind of jury they needed, to undermine President Trump's rights under the Sixth Amendment, to actually know what the felony he's being charged with in a state court. But it's calculated so that he can't appeal this. And, guess why? It's also calculated because President Trump can't pardon himself in his state court ruling. How are we bringing federal charges against President Trump in a state court because they are trying to create a scenario where he is trapped? This is not what our system of justice is about. You are innocent until proven guilty, and you have all of the amendments that we are given under the Bill of Rights.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. You laid it out perfectly,
so much.
Congressman. Thank you.